welcome to Darren and Diana's Allotment Diaries. Yep, I haven't done a video for a while, so I thought I'd put one on, give a bit of an update on what's going off. So yeah, everything's growing nicely. There's quite a few weeds in this potato bed. There's potatoes that we put in buckets, they're coming on nicely. As you can see, I've just given everything a bit of a watering as it's late evening. Potatoes in this bed are a bit slow to get going, as are these two. So we're going to do the weeding once we get the rows of potatoes established. But yeah, onions are going really well. These are white onions. Strawberries are doing good. They're last year's, the first year this year, so they're 2-year-old. This will be the last year that these will give us fruit, and then we're going to whip them out at the end of the season. Put something else in there. These are red onions and some rogue potatoes that we've found out and about around the allotment, so just top that bed up with them. We've got us pumpkins in, pumpkins down this side, and courgettes down this side, covered up. A couple of them are damaged because we had a bit of a frost, not last night, night before, which wasn't forecast, but yeah, a couple of them are, well, 3 of them are damaged, but I think they're recovering. We'll see what happens with these. Yeah, so this bed last year was just full of potatoes. Now we're putting all this sort of soft veg in. So iceberg lettuces went in yesterday. I planted these from seed beginning of April. Put them in yesterday. Today's 7th of May. Yeah, so the rest of this bed will be sweet corn, what else? Sweet corn, more courgettes. I'm going to try some cucumber outside, and we're going to do cauliflowers as well. Moving down to the polytunnel. So yeah, polytunnel this year is looking quite good. We've got, I'll start at the top end. So we've got tomatoes in, and already we're getting flowers just coming there. Yeah, so they're doing okay, tomatoes. As you can see, we've put them in bottomless pots, straight into grow bags, stood on the wrens. So we've got different varieties. We've got some modus, what's this one? Croaking. So we've got 3 croaking, sweet, what's that, appetite, modus, and then we've got big boy, and big mama, another big mama at the back, and then tomato, sun gold, and some more sweet aperitif. Here we've got cucumbers both sides of this mesh. So obviously cucumbers are a climber, so last year this just seemed to be all over the floor, so this year I've put this bit of a mesh in so they can climb up there. We've got cauliflowers waiting to go outside. We're just going to let these get a bit bigger. Some late ones that we planted. These are the cucumbers. Chilies are starting to come, a bit slow to get going, but yeah, they're alright. And then we've got some more courgettes and sweet corn. We've got 12 sweet corn planted out as basil into big pots. I'm going to leave them in here, and then we've got coriander and basil growing in there. A few more tomato plants are a bit slow to get going there. They're cherry tomatoes, and then here we've got some trailing tomatoes. These I'm not sure what these ones are called, but there's a label a bit further on. tumbler, just tomato tumbler. As you can see there, seem to do better at this end of the tunnel. These have just starting to get a few little flower buds, so they're in the hanging baskets. They'll just all drape down. They're very small tomatoes. And then we've got some more tomatoes in these pots. These will go outside when they get a bit bigger. See how we're going outside. But yeah, we put some weed membrane down this year in the polytunnel, and we've found that we're not getting any condensation now in the top. Whereas last year it was just like really wet all the time, and what we found was that the tomatoes were sort of starting to rot before they had even ripened. So hopefully that won't happen this year. Looking good so far. I'm going to greenhouse. There's not a lot happening in greenhouse. Just seeing how our cherry tomatoes fare. We've got some in the greenhouse and we've got some in the polytunnel. And yeah, this year we've used all as compost from last year. So yeah, that's all been used up full. We couldn't believe how quick it had rotted down, so we basically bought a load of grow bags and then realised that we had all our own compost. And I think under this carpet we've got more compost, but at the moment we don't need any, so I'm just leaving it covered up. This bathtub here, we've emptied the bathtub. It was full of crap and water, and we're going to convert it into a herb garden. So we've got a rosemary and mint, we've got some thyme up the top end, and then this bit here needs sort of like tidying up. We're going to put sort of a toilet area there, and then we'll come into a patio. Everything, we're not really doing fruit or veg in the patio, so basically just giving us a bit of colour. This is where we just like to chill out away from it all. So yeah, we've got a pond that got left to us by the people who had this plot before. Not really done up with it, but I've checked it out. It's not leaking, so I'm going to sort of do a bit of a corner pond there. Got the old pansies growing. Like I say, here's just for chilling out, really. Yeah, they're doing all right at bedding plants. And then we've got climbing rose. This was our wedding rose that the daughter's got us in September. It's really taken off well. I mean, only a few weeks ago it was just really small. And then we've got there grafting away. And then we're just going to stay here till the sun goes down. And pheasant over there making a racket again. And that's it. So yeah, I won't leave it so long before I put the next post on. So yeah, thanks for watching.